I have learned in my very short-lived life that there's no such thing as a mistake. This happened for a reason. The phone probably broke just so I could make this piece of content. I would have never thought about doing it in this way. Samuel over here. I just wanted to hop on to this thing and talk to you guys for a few minutes. So, I've really been toying a lot with the idea of documenting your truth. And I'm sort of thinking about how everything is going right now in my life in terms of the business that I am trying to run efficiently and start up and gain more clients. Drop shipping store that I got that could use, like a lot more work. And I came across something interesting, and I wanna be as transparent as I possibly can. I will make this a disclaimer right now. I am not one of those guys who will come out here and post fake it till you make it. I am all about documenting your process, showing the shitty days and days when it wasn't looking so good, because I think it's killing 10,000 birds with 1,000 with one stone. And by that I mean you gain a lot of leverage from it, right? I can build reputation from that. It shows the story. They're gonna put this little clip in the movie that they make about me when I'm 68. Aside from that, what I really want to talk to you guys about is stop lying, bruh. Stop faking it. Stop lying. Stop posturing. There's a lot of upside to be gained in that. Let me tell you something real. I'm hearing some preposterous things. Right now I'm 17, and I cannot imagine coming out, and this is gonna sound funny for a lot of you. I cannot imagine coming out right now and saying to the world that I am an entrepreneur. I'm simply a 17-year-old kid trying to figure out the world of business by connecting with a billion different people on the internet and using my failures as small stepping stones to my final destination. But on top of that, I'm just seeing so many people who are, being inauthentic. And this is sort of like a come join me along the ride and sort of like a small warning sign from how I see the world is going to go. It's just going to be everything is documented. And I wanted to make a piece of content about this on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn. But a funny thing happens when you proclaim to the world, whether you proclaim to the world that that you're going to be somebody, or you have ambitions, whether you proclaim it to just yourself, whether you say it to your friends or people close to you, immediately you're going to see some pushback. And that's what's happening right now. My content starts to do well on some of these platforms. I wake up today, my phone, iPhone 6 in 2021, we're going to look back at this, it falls on the floor, cracks. I can't use it. I do not have the money to replace this right now. And I'm not gonna come here and talk like guys, I'm in my final year of high school. I'm 17. My mom is still paying for my gym membership. I don't want to come out here and make it look like anything that it isn't. This is just a conversation that I'm having with you one to one. Anybody who has any sort of ambitions towards anything. I know that we are hungry and we want to prove to people, even though I think it should be such an insular process and you only want to prove it to yourself, but that's just for me. I know we're so hungry and ambitious, and you want to prove to people that you are that guy, that you are that girl, that you're gonna do what you said you're gonna do. But be patient, tell the truth, and play the long term game. Obviously, in 2021, this is my breath. I'm on calls. I'm texting. I mean, at least I got my laptop for emails. What I'm using to record right now. But like this is the helm of my everything, and it's like it's broken, and I don't have the cash to replace this right now. So I might have to make a plan, which is also another thing. And this is jumbled, but I hope somebody like gets something from this. Like for me, I love the pushback. When this thing cracked, I smiled. I was like, okay, God, I said I want to be XYZ, and now you're testing my faith. Let's go, let's play. And I've got things that I'm supposed to have done by a certain time, and I'm just gonna have to figure out a way through that. It's part of entrepreneurship. It's part of being in business world. It's part of trying to do anything actually. So I encourage all of you guys to please put what if you get to a place where you recognize the amount of upside that comes from putting out content on the internet where you are being your raw self. Like for anybody who goes to my school, if you've seen me wear with those exact same pair of camel pants when every single day we're supposed to come to school with civvies, it's not a mistake. I am not buying 4,000 rand pair of shoes by mistake. I'm making such decisions on purpose. The world is headed towards a commoditization of information, of skills. What will be left is the soft skills. Empathy. Can I put myself in your shoes not justify what you've done, but understand where you're coming from and then move in that same way. What will continue to be important as we go along is not necessarily the fact that you can code. It's how you speak to the people in the kitchens after you're done writing your code. It's how you speak when you've finished designing the clothes and you're having a team meeting. I start to think about stuff like that, and some of this stuff just drops, and some things I see on the internet, and I decide for myself whether it resonates for me or not. And I just want to be honest with you guys, and to everybody who's an influencer right now, to anybody who has an audience on the internet, to anybody who is doing something meaningful where they're getting some sort of money, or you're maybe not yet at that stage on these digital platforms, or you're going towards that, I think you really need to hear this. We're living through a digital economy right now that is borderless. We're living through a digital economy that is flourishing, by the way. I'm starting to see something interesting where it looks like obviously the real like money, like fiat currencies and currencies on the blockchain, crypto, and all of that stuff. It exists like in the real world, and then in the digital space. We were able to pay people money to do certain things for us. But I'm starting to see those things become like two separate worlds. And what I mean by that is people are losing jobs, COVID season. People are seeing a tremendous downside in the assets and liabilities that they own and stuff like that. But out of those ashes, an opportunity arises for people on the internet as well. Being an influencer matters right now. If you have an audience, it's pretty cool. I have a drop shipping store and I'm running an unbelievable amount of ads for paid promos using influencers for certain products. I know that it is ROI positive right now. Anybody building a community around them, around a product, around a business, around an idea that is, and I hate to say this word, anything close to cult-like. I think what we need to focus on as we're building is to take care of our audiences and not just going for the punch and not just going for the sale. Because what is about to happen right now, I'm not a prophet. I don't know when, but there will come a time in this digital economy where things will crash. The economy will crash, something will happen, just like it has, because it ebbs and flows. People won't have enough money to spend on you just because you have 20,000 followers on Instagram. In turn, what will happen is all of the influencers and stuff like that, I'm in matric, I'm leaving school, people who are already outside of school or who have that hunger and that drive, what's going to happen is you're going to end up having to go get that job at McDonald's. Disclaimer, I am going to get a job at McDonald's next year. When I'm finishing with high school this year. Next year, I'm getting a job at McD's, John Dory's, Mike's Kitchen, wherever, just to make a little bit of extra cash to find the business. Another point to that, I'm not faking it till I make it. I think it's important. Anyway, so when that comes crashing down, the only people who are going to be left are the people who are actually the best. The people who provided value to their communities through entertainment, through educational content, through stuff that gave them insights, through somebody that gave them a roadblock, and then they were able to avoid something in the future. I think that is going to be extremely, extremely important, and we should not look down upon that. I'm looking at myself right now, the situation that I'm in. Phone broke. Opportunities to do something in my head much more, because now I have an opportunity to prove myself because I don't have this anymore. For other people, they would say opportunity down. That mindset that I just spoke about right now of seeing everything as an opportunity other than a downside will be very helpful. For many of us, and this saddens me, for many of us, we are so haunted by our imaginations about the things that could go wrong, more so than the things that actually do go wrong. I'm no prophet, but these things are coming, and they're coming to happen because the economy ebbs and flows. These platforms ebb and flow, and I want myself to be prepared for it, and I'm setting up the infrastructure for that right now by putting out meaningful content like this. From this, I'll get 3 to 4 videos for LinkedIn. I'll get another 3 to 4 for Instagram, and then something for my TikTok. I'll be able to reach a lot of people by doing this and helping. It's weird. I want you to like me, but I equally do not care what you think. It's weird. Anyway. That's what I'm thinking about right now, guys. Like also look at what I'm doing. Like in the midst of me not having, that's the sentence I was going to finish. In the midst of me not having what I want, where another person would be annoyed, You know, like this is my heart. This is my heartbeat. Be sad about it, whatever. This is where my life is. And it's broken, it's not working, it's dead. I have learned in my very short-lived life that there's no such thing as a mistake. This happened for a reason. The phone probably broke just so I could make this piece of content. I would have never thought about doing it in this way. So I encourage all of you guys, please keep working hard, keep working smart. Please look at what is going to happen on top of these platforms. For anybody trying to build something sustainable, in my personal opinion, watching what's happening, it's a lot better to monetize in the future than always trying to make the sale right now. Just because you build that relationship with your followers, with the people that support you. When you monetize your audience too early, your relationship with them changes. It becomes more of a transactional thing and less than a value, introspective, let me watch type thing. So those are some of the things I'm thinking about. I feel like I have one more thought chilling in the back of my head and I'm trying to get it to come out. I don't know what it is. Um, I guess that's it. That's it actually. Guys, just stay true, stay humble, stay safe, be great, work hard, have empathy for people, spread love, restrain from pessimism, always be a dreamer, be humble but don't be afraid to be great. And I'm gonna catch you on the flip side.